So coming now, like with the Classroom Hip Hop 101, the motivation behind that was saying, hey, I want other educators to know how they can connect with young people, understand them, bring their culture into the classroom. And what better way than to adopt youth culture? When I was doing it, it was straight rap, right? As a form, and dance and all those other expressions. You put it in a modern day context, you gotta bring in social media. You gotta bring in the fashion, the culture. You gotta bring in the slang and the language. When you embrace young people's culture, you connect with them. And if you can't connect with your students, then how can you possibly teach them? If they don't feel the love coming from you and that you feel that they're valued, and these are the things that they value, then how are you going to bring them to the standards of what they need to learn?
Peace, my brothers and sisters. I'm Half Pint, the producer of the Classroom Hip Hop 101 with Dr. Blizzy. And right now, I'm sitting here with Professor Blake, the father of Dr. Blizzy, but a man in his own right, a powerful brother. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Good to be here.
That's good to hear. Now, how was your experience on the show?
It was very informative, inspirational, and I cannot help but be impressed by the clientele that are here to show that we are really moving forward. You're young, you're skillful, the cameras are professional in the way you handle your guests. I'm deeply impressed.
Well, thank you very much, sir. And how does it feel to be interviewed about an epic, monumental event that you were a part of, an intricate part of, on the show 25 years later?
It shows that the longevity and the continuity is there. We just have to bring it out. And that's what this show does. It lets us, the people know who watch this show, do not know that there's ongoing efforts that never stop in terms of achieving our goal of freedom, justice, and equality in this country. So I feel good at this point, 25 years later, to be having an interview and talk about the things that we have been doing for the last 25 years and will be doing the next 25 years, because our struggle will always be a continuous one.
Yes, sir. And what about being interviewed by your son on his platform that he created, which was probably, no doubt, inspired by you and your wife and your works?
I can't tell you how proud I am of him. I've always said to both of my sons, I have another son, and to my grandsons, I would want them to be much greater than I am. Because I don't want them to be as good as I am in anything that I'm doing. I want them to be better. And my son is better. And my dream comes true when I sit here and be interviewed by him. Because he has knowledge that I have no knowledge of in terms of the whole interview, the whole putting together, this kind of situation. So my dream is, I feel good because I can see that he is taking it further than I have. And I'm looking forward to my grandson taking it further than he has, because we have to move ahead.
Amen to that. You also have a book.
Yes.
And from my understanding, it's a chronicalization of your life.
Yes.
What would you want the people to know about that book and about how it plays a part in your rearing of your sons and the teachings that you have given them?
Well, the book is called God's Bad Boy, written by my wife, actually, Dr. Bessie Blake. She is the author of that book. She wanted to talk about my journey from foster care. I lived most of my preteen and teenage years in a children's institution, not a foster home as such, but a children's home. And the book chronicles my journey from foster care to full professor at City University and the things that I had to overcome in order to be where I am today. And I think the book will help a lot of young people who feel that they're in situations that are insurmountable. But they can, through help, through mentoring, through caring adults, rise above the situation. I didn't have my father active in my life. And one of my dreams was not to ever be absent from my children. and I wanted my children to have what I didn't have, you know. And so God has blessed me. I've been able to do that, and there's not an aspect of their life that I'm not involved in, and it's a complete opposite than what I had experienced. So God's bad boy, Jim Blake and the system. I fight the school system. I fight the criminal justice system. I fight the social service system, and I'm still fighting them because I'm still active at the college and City University of New York, fighting those systems that choke our young people, and then I give them the opportunity for growth and development. Who have given up on our young people. You know, my life tells me one thing and one thing clearly is that never give up on young people. I don't care how difficult they might seem. Underneath, deep inside, there's something yearning. There's something burning that they want to get out. I was one of those kids. People would not want to deal with me at 14. Okay, you would say, hey, I forget that guy. You know, I was with the gangs and all that kind of stuff. But people didn't give up on me. They dug deep into my inner soul and touched it. And I was able to rise above it. And I have to also credit people like Malcolm X, who I knew and it was influenced by. People like Rosa Parks, you know. These people helped me, Carlos Cooks of the African Nationalist Party movement. You know, once I got knowledge of self, once I began to look at this children's home I was in, and I saw all these black kids, all these Latino kids, brown kids, you know, young kids, we're all in this children, we're separated from our communities, we're living in a children's home, you know, 100 or something. What's going on? And the knowledge of self helped me begin to understand that this is not just a personal issue for me. This is a public issue. Look at all of these kids. And why are we all the same color in the same situation? And as I began to examine that and get help from like conscious people to say, look, this is all by design. It's designed to destroy the black family, you know, and your family that design, you know. And so getting knowledge of self and understanding, a critical understanding of your condition in life, that is beyond your personal situation. It's a public issue. And once you begin to deal with the public issue, you can feel the healing on the personal pain.
Wow. You are truly leaving a legacy, and you are among our heroes. And I thank you for coming and speaking with us and being interviewed today. Thank you for leaving the roadmap. And I have to thank you because without you, I wouldn't have never met Dr. Blake, who has been an intricate piece in me remembering what my role is in the community. And again, just salute to all your works.
Thank you so very much.
So there you have it, Professor James Blake, our hero and the father of Dr. Blizzy. Stay tuned.